You can acquire men left and right, but can you keep a quality man?
No, you know why? Because when I had a quality man, I was like, oh my God, this guy is so boring. He want me in at a certain time. He doesn't want me at a guy's VIP. So I was like, you know what? It's over. But guess what? If I can go back and take that man back, I'll take him back. He was right. I should.
How long ago was this?
This was 3 years ago. I shouldn't be in no man's VIP. There's
Nope.
things I shouldn't wear. So I'll take him back if I
But
could.
but but did you really not know that?
I didn't want to hear it. I wanted to do me.
Good morning, family. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sabbath. Thank God for another day. Thank you, Yah. First of all, let's give praise where praise is due. Praise to Yah, Yahuwah, Father, Abba, Ancient One, Love, Light, Life, Good, Redeemer, the one who saved us from our enemies, who brought us from Egypt, the Blessed One, blessed forever, omnipresent, omni-knowledge, creator, ancient one. His son, Yahushua, Yahweh Shai, and his spirit, Ruach HaKodesh, which all is one. For there is no other God beside me, for I am God alone. And Yah is the only God we're supposed to serve. Only Yah. Only Yah. Family, family, family. How we doing today? I'm glad to see you all today. I pray everything is well. I pray all is good. I pray that you got everything that your heart desired, as long as it was in Yah's will. And I pray that you was good to one another, treating each other right, loving your brethren, your sister, your kids, which is in reality your brothers and your sisters, and doing the will of Yah, following these laws, statutes, and commandments. Family, the Spirit got on me about something, and I'm always preparing for another lesson, and the Spirit will bring me another lesson to do. And that shows that you are not in control. You are not in control. Family, when you get on your knees and you pray, or however you pray, and you get up off your knees and you worried about what you prayed about, that prayer is void. That prayer is void. For it is impossible to please Yah without faith. It is impossible to please Yah without faith. And if you're going down on your knees or however you pray, standing up with your hands in the air, or however you pray, and you're not coming in truth, it's irrelevant what you're doing. It's irrelevant what you're doing. It's irrelevant what you're doing. If you are not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, stop praying. Stop praying. Get yourself in order. Get yourself in order. You can't be out here sinning and then at night before you go to bed, go pray. You can't get off the strip pole and then go home and pray. Thank God for allowing you to make it home. No, Satan allowed you to make it home so you can hold on the pole another day and do his work and draw more to the lake of fire. Because you pray don't make you righteous. Don't make anything you say in your prayers righteous. You can have all the good intentions, but you are not coming in truth. You are not coming to Yah in truth. And you are not following his laws, statutes, and commandments. So why should he be listening to you? Why should he hear you? It's like a penny with a hole in it. It's worthless. It's worthless. Let's get into the word, family. Let's do that. Let's stop running our mouths. Let's do that. Let's go to John chapter 9, verse 31. Now we know that God hears not sinners' prayers. Hears not sinners' prayers. What makes you a sinner? Well, you're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments. So if you are not following laws, statutes, and commandments, your prayers are not going further than that ceiling. If you are a sinner, your prayers are not going further than that ceiling. Let's do that again. John chapter 9, verse 31. Now we know that God hears not sinners. But if any man be a worshiper of Yah, and doeth his will, law, statute, commandments, him he heareth. Him he heareth. Family, if you are not walking the straight and narrow road, Yah don't hear you. Yah don't hear you. Your intentions might be good to you, but you got to follow Yah's ways, not your ways. Well, I think I'm doing good. I think I'm doing enough. But that's not what Yah is asking you for. Yah is asking you to come to him in spirit and truth. And if that's not how you coming, stop praying. Stop praying. Because you're wasting your time, and you're definitely not wasting Yah's time, because he don't hear you. But you're definitely wasting your time. You're definitely, if you are not in the order he told you to be in, you are wasting Yah's time. Well, you're wasting yours. Let's continue. Let's go to John chapter 4, verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshiper shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship in spirit and in truth. In spirit and in truth. You can't sin all day and go to bed. Before you go to bed, y'all lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord, my soul you keep. For what? For what? So you can sin more tomorrow? You are agent of Satan. You are agent of Satan. You are agent of Satan. Yah do not hear a sinner prayer. It's like noise. It's like noise. The people that's in that Sunday church singing in the choir, to Yah, it's noise. Because you're not even at church on the Sabbath. So you're singing to another God. So that means you're breaking the first commandment. And that's, do not worship another God before me. And if you're going to church on Sunday, you're worshiping a pagan God. And that's the sun god. Let's continue, family. Let's go down to John chapter 9, verse 23. I'm going to be all over the place today for a reason. Because I need you to collect. Since the world began, was it not heard that any man opened the eyes of one that was born blind? If this man were not of Yah, he couldn't do nothing. If you're not coming to Yah in spirit and truth, Yah is not going to give you this power. It's not going to happen. When somebody's praying for you and they heal you, that's coming from Yah. That's letting you know this person is following the law, statutes, and commandments. And those are the people you have pray for you. I know a lot of people, check it. A lot of people always say, I'm going to pray for you. And you got to watch who you say, yeah, pray for me too. Everybody's not for you. And if they are not following these law, statute, commandments, they are open to Satan. Why are you letting these people pray for you? No, I'm good. I'm good. Please don't pray for me. Don't even turn to my house praying for me. Please don't do that because you're summoning demons to me. Or, I apologize, you're summoning evil spirits, unfamiliar spirits, unclean spirits you're bringing to my dwelling. And I don't need that. I don't need that. So please don't pray for me. And family, don't let them pray for you. Please don't let people pray for you. Please don't let people just put their hands on your forehead. Please don't let them people just put their hands in your palm. Please don't let anybody and everybody touch you. Don't let any and everyone touch you, family. Remember, Judas kissed Yahushua. Let's continue. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12 through 16. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Like I said, you can have good intentions, but if you're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, your intentions mean nothing. You're wicked. You are as your father. Just like Yah told Cain, you are as your father. You are a murderer. You are a killer. You are a thief. And you are a liar. You are of your father. Please don't pray for me. Stop praying. Because Yah don't hear you. Let's continue, family. Even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful, and the end of that mirth is heaviness. The backslider in heart shall be filled with his own ways, and a good man shall be satisfied from himself. Let me get you to understand what these last two sentences said. The backslider in heart shall be filled with his own ways. Proud, praying long, praying in front of people, throwing his hands up in the air, catching a ghost. Those are backsliders. Those are backsliders. And they are righteous to themselves. To themselves. Because they do charity. They are righteous to themselves. Because they gave somebody a ride. They are righteous to themselves. A lot of people want to say, oh, I did my good deed for today. The Bible says never get tired of doing good. So how you're just getting that one deed for today? If it's just that one deed for today, then you're not real to yourself. Just like you'll hear a white person say, I got one good black friend, when you start counting them. If you could count how many people that's a different race that you deal with, that's an issue. It's not real. You're not true. Like I said, the backslider in heart shall be filled with his own ways. Now remember, with his own ways, there is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof leadeth to death. The backslider in heart shall be filled with his own ways, with his own knowledge, with his own wisdom, with his own strength. But it means nothing. It means nothing. A penny with a hole in it. A good man, and I'm just going to change that word because no one's good but Yah. A decent man or woman shall be sanctified from himself. I apologize. Satisfied from himself, knowing that he's doing Yah's will. He feels good about that, he or she. That they're following these commandments. That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling. That's what it means about laying the old man or woman down and letting the new man or woman rise. Let's do that again. A good man or woman, or decent man or woman, shall be satisfied from himself, knowing that the Yah is flowing through him or her. Happy that what I'm doing is not my ways, but thy will is done. But thy will be done on heaven as it is on earth, and that I am an instrument that he is using to fulfill his purpose. Family, I want you to understand something. You are an instrument regardless of what purpose you are fulfilling. You are an instrument regardless of what purpose you are fulfilling. Yah is using everyone, negative and positive. You have a position. You have a purpose. Like I told you, is some people are born to go to the lake of fire, but are used for distractions. But are used for distractions. Women, and this is the commandments, and this is talking to you women. Simple commandments. Y'all don't hear you if you're not following his commandments. Women, keep your heads covered when you are praying. Let's take it further than that. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 5. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head. For that is even all one as if she were shaven. Dishonor her head. Now, if you're looking at what I said with a carnal mind, you're looking at she's dishonoring her scalp. Her scalp. She's dishonoring her scalp. But when you listen to what I'm saying with a spiritual ear, she's dishonoring her husband, the one who Yah put over her. She's dishonoring. If she's not married, she's dishonoring Yahushua, the one who is a head, who is the head of her home. You get it? If you're married and you pray with your head uncovered, you're dishonoring your husband. If you are not married and you pray with your head uncovered, you're dishonoring Yahushua, who is the head of your household. Who is the head of your household. Let's continue, family. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 6. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. Simple. Simple. But you want to pray with good intentions. This is what I'm saying, family. That woman who's been praying without her head covered was praying with good intentions. With good intentions. But you know what? Guess what the intentions is to Yah? Guess what your intentions is to Yah? Let's go to Amos Chapter 5, verse 21. I hate, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of your vows. What do he mean by that? If you are not following, you don't want to hear it. Yeah, your attentions was good. Your songs to him was good to you. But they was not in line with what he said. Following his directions, his orders. Her intentions were good. But to Yah, if you're not following him, they're filthy rags. Let's do that again. And this woman, even the people who's wearing the fringes, women who are not wearing pants but wearing skirts, your intentions are good. But are you completely following these laws, statutes, and commandments? Because just wearing fringes is not going to keep you out the lake of fire. Because you wearing skirts is not going to keep you out the lake of fire. What did I say? There is a way. Let's go Proverbs. There is a way. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12 through 16. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Death, family. Death, family. You think you put on your fringes and could go to a strip club with the fringes supposed to protect you? You are headed to the lake of fire. You think you could put on your fringes and go out and commit a crime? You're headed to the lake of fire. You think you could wear your skirts and not obey the head of your household? You're headed to the lake of fire. Yah has no pleasure. Yah has no pleasure. Yah has no pleasure in unholiness. Be holy, for I am holy. Yah has no pleasure in unholiness. Let's continue, family. Family, what I'm trying to get you to understand. Don't do things in vain. It's 11:59. Put vain things away. Don't continue to waste time. Get in order. Get your house in order. Or stop praying. Because what are you praying for? You have to let go these wicked ways. These wicked thoughts. These wicked people that you choose to have around you as company. Remember, once sin has fulfilled what it needed to fulfill, it brings forth death. Get away from these people. Get away from the world system. Get away from the lustful thinking. Get away from these idols. Or stop praying. Yah do not hear a sinner's prayer. This is going to... Let me tell you something, wives. Wives, let me tell you something. If you are not following or being submissive to a king, now don't get it twisted, because I know it's a lot of dumb dudes out here. And they'll be like, you hear what he say? He said you have to be submissive. Shut up, dummy. You be submissive to a king, not a boy. A king, not a boy. If this man is not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, you do not follow him. You do not follow him. Because he's leading you to the lake of fire. If this man is not providing for his household like he's supposed to, do not follow him. And I'm not only talking about if he don't have a job. Because men, there's other ways you can help out if you're not working until you get on your feet. There's no way that woman should be working and you're not, and she got to come home and cook. Or she got to come home and clean the house. Or she got to clean behind you. And you want some wet. You should be getting none of that. But I can't say that. Because the Bible tells a woman, you cannot hold that back from him if he's your husband. Because if you do, you in disorder with Yah. You're out of order. And it's called voodoo. It's called magic. And that's what not you supposed to do. It is witchcraft to hold your body away from your husband or wife. The Bible say, go to yourself. Don't be gone long and come back and join. That means if you're pissed, go cool off. But you do not go to bed angry. Because when he taps, or when she taps, that need to happen. So that's not what you need to do. So, but what I'm saying, you husbands that want to say dumb stuff like, see, you're supposed to be submissive to me. You're supposed to be listening to me. Look, no. If you see a bus coming and he decide to walk in that street, let him walk. That's a way of y'all getting rid of him. So you can have a good king. So you can have a king to come in your home. Because you can't have a kingdom without a king. And women, stop looking for your husbands. The Bible says good for a man who finds a wife. It never said it's good for a wife who finds a husband. Y'all will send them to you. You are in your position because of lust. Because you found this dude you thought was all that. And find out he ain't about nothing. The same thing with us men. You got this woman out of lust. And once the lust wear down and it's no longer there, you see the true person. You see the true person. Remember, when you meet someone and someone trying to holler at you, they're always going to send their representatives. It would never be them. It's their representative. Because there's no way you're going to tell me this man who beat you, who cheats on you, who take your money and nasty to your kids, when he saw you getting into that car or going into the store and he hold that door open, I guarantee you when he got that conversation with you, he didn't say, yeah, I want you to, hey, I'm Tyrone. I had to use Tyrone. I'm Tyrone. I beat women. I come home late. I'm a cheater. I'm going to beat your kids and disrespect them. I'm taking their child support money. I'm going to whoop your behind every chance I get. You're going to cook and you're going to clean for me. And you're going to be all right with that. And if you try to leave me, I'm going to kill you. Huh. Did he come with that? No, he didn't. He came as his representative. Damn, how you doing? Look nice today. No, you ain't out here by yourself. This man can't love you because he ain't here to protect you. You know, on and on and on, you know, whatever. But they always send their representative. They represent. It's the same with a chick. You meet a chick. She ain't telling you, I'm going to sleep with all your friends I see. I'm going to try to get all the money out of you I can. Try to do the less I can do in the house. I don't like to clean. I don't like to fold. I don't like to obey. I am not submissive. Oh no. I give you this wet when I feel you deserve it. No, she didn't come like that. She came blushing and smiling after you was talking to her. Letting her know, hey, I could be a good man to you. Oh, I'm looking for that. I could do this for you. Oh, I'm looking for that. But I ain't got nothing to bring to the table. This is what I'm saying. Don't be unevenly yoked. Stay away from these people. See, I get off the subject. Like I say, we're going to be around everywhere, but I'm doing this for a reason. Because Yah has no pleasure in unholiness. Like I say, this is going to break a lot of things down, and wives, you're going to understand why your prayers has not been answered. Or women. Ain't always got to be a wife. Women, you're going to find out why your prayers not being answered. Are you doing this? Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, submit yourself unto your own husbands as unto Yahushua. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. Are you doing this? Are you being submissive to a king? A king, not a boy, a king. Like I say, if this woman is going to work and you still laying in the bed, you a coward. You make it so hard for real kings. You make it so hard because now this woman don't trust. And she feel like every man is the same. And just like Erykah Badu says, she's the bag lady. And she keep bringing it to every relationship. Bag lady, you gonna hurt your back carrying all them bags like that. Pay attention, family. We are damaging our own nation because we have these weak men. See this woman to get up and go to work and won't get up and iron her clothes. I feel so bad that I'm not working. I'm up probably about 30 minutes before her, cooking her breakfast, ironing her clothes, putting her toothbrush and putting toothpaste on her toothbrush. You call it weak. I call it strong. You call it weak. I call it strong. What does it say? Let's go back to that again. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but at the end thereof are the ways of death. Are the ways of death. Men, you got to do better with your woman, your wives. I'm not talking to the ones who's shacking, because y'all don't hear your prayer. If you are living with a man or a woman and y'all are bonding, we're grown out here, you know what I mean? And y'all are bonding, y'all hear nothing that come out of that house. So why you continue to pray? Why are you continuing to pray? It falls on deaf ears. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25. Husbands, love your wives. No, let's go back to Ephesians chapter 5, verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, and he is the Savior of the body. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. Because if you don't, let me show you what y'all say to you. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows. That means tunes. That means the things you say to him, the way you move, the things you preparing for feast. If you're not doing these things towards your wife, your queen, y'all don't hear you. I don't care if you roasted or something lamb all week, marinated it, vegetables, potatoes, had a beautiful setting. But if you are not following these laws, statutes, and commandments and treating your wife like she needs to be treated, same with you wives are not treating your husbands like they supposed to be treated. I don't care what you're preparing. I don't care how many Sabbaths you sit in. If you're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments completely, because it says if you break one commandment, you'll broke them all. You break one commandment, you broke them all. You break one commandment, you break them all. And when you do that, we're going back to Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs. You don't want to hear you singing no melodies to him. It means nothing. For y'all say, many come to me to assembly, until where they assemble at, but their heart is far from me. Their heart is far from me. Their heart is far from me. For I will not hear the melody of thy vows. Let's continue, family. And I told you I'm going to switch up things and stuff like that, but I need you to know why your prayers are not being answered. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 25. Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. So nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife even as himself, and the wife see that she reverence her husband. That means respect, honor, lift up, be his strength, not to tear him down. Not to tear him down. Wives, a lioness even know her place in the jungle. The husband stay and protect the cubs and the household while she hunts for the food. She, the lioness, also know her place. But do you know yours? Do you know yours? Rebellious wives, which are leading the kids to hell. Because they most of the rebellious wives or want to be called strong, independent women are destroying the minds of the kids. Let them know you can do this on your own. You don't need a man or a woman. You don't need family structure. Let's continue, family. Are you conceited? I'll tell you why your prayers are not being answered. Or is it only about you? Vanity. You praying for money. You praying for things to build you up. Repetitious praying for carnal things, for materialistic things. You're conceited, and y'all don't hear your prayer. Y'all don't hear your prayer. Are you lusting? Are you looking at other women and lusting after them? Or other men and lusting after that? Or see your neighbor with a new car and you lusting to have that? Or see your neighbor with a better job and you lusting to have that? Are you lusting? Because there's many ways of just not sex that you could be lusting. That's why your prayers are not being answered. Are you cheating? Are you cheating? Are you going to Sunday church instead of Saturday? That's cheating on y'all. From Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is the Sabbath. Are you cheating and doing things in the world on the Sabbath day? Are you claiming you going to work, but going to his house or her house or meeting up in a parking lot? Family, don't think I'm talking this because I read this somewhere. I was that dude. I was that dude. I was a male hoe. I couldn't dodge it enough. They throw it at me, I had to catch it. And I rarely fumbled. Rarely fumbled. But that's why my prayers was not being answered. That's why. Are you cheating? Are you cheating? Are you stingy? That child support money is supposed to go to them kids. But you're using it to get your hair done. Get your nails done. Do you know after you had them kids, it wasn't about you no more? Mama, daddy, your life was done. You laid there and had them babies. Now you take care of them. And stop using their money to take care of yourself. That's in a line of conceited and stingy, selfish. Are you jealous? The Bible says if you're jealous, you will kill. Are you jealous of what you see someone else has? Are you jealous because Satan done promoted other people and y'all haven't promoted you yet? So you're jealous of sinners. In God's time, he will promote you. But if you have that heart you got that you think you deserve to be promoted, you would not be promoted. Only Yah promotes who he feel rights to promote. So when Satan promotes you, you're coming off that ladder. When Yah promotes you, you're going to stay up there. Are you plotting? Are you plotting? Are you plotting for the downfall of someone else? Can't wait to see her fall. Can't wait to see what happened to him. Can't wait to see them lose their money. Can't wait to see them lose their job. And then you'll go home and you'll get on your knees and pray. Y'all don't hear your prayers. He don't hear a sinner's prayer. Are you a abuser? Are you abusive? This could go man and woman. You could be verbal or physical. Are you abusive in your relationship? Men, are you putting your hands on that woman? Now, y'all might say, I'm biased on this. I'm full man, woman. You hear me? I'm full man, woman. You hear me? I would not allow you to run up in my face like you're a king. Do king things, get king results. Do stupid things, get stupid prizes. But that's the only way I condone making sure she don't hurt you, king. Because these women can hurt you too. They can hurt you too. And if you get arm reach and we're arguing and you come up like this, you're going to get the business. You're going to get the business. I don't condone no man to touch a woman. But I also don't condone no man to stand there and be abused. Put a stop to it. Put a stop to it. But know your strength. You don't have to beat her down. But put a stop to that. Same thing with you, man. You have no business just putting your hand on that woman. Because she's doing this. Because she's doing this. It's no way you can whoop a woman arguing. If you go back to back with a woman arguing, you are not a king. You are not a king. To me, you a butch. And you need to check your panty lining. Because if you can argue with a woman straight for, I say the longest of 15 minutes to an hour, just wah, 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 wah. You a faggot. You a faggot. Know that you are a man. And you don't have to subject yourself to that. But you don't put your hand on her because she said something right then you didn't want to hear. Now, like I say, I'm not biased. But there's certain words, women, you can say that will get you picked up off the ground. F nigga, P nigga will get you dragged. Will get you dragged in a king realm. No king is going to allow you to call him an F nigga or a P nigga. It ain't happening. Not a king. Because you're going to eat the cake, anime, if you have to do that. Let's continue. Are you a liar? These are why your prayers are not being answered. Are you a liar? As a matter of fact, are you a free liar? You ever seen a free liar? You ever had a free liar? Lie to you for free. Tell you they gonna do something. You didn't ask them to do it. Tell you they gonna do something and don't do it. Free liar. You ain't even asked for this lie. They just gave it to you for free and wrapped it up for you. A free lie. You like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna get to work tomorrow. I'm kayaking up. Hey, bro, I'm gonna be here for you. I'll be there the first thing in the morning. You looking at your watch. You got to be to work at 7. He said he'll be there 6:30. You calling him, he ain't answering. He ain't answering. Free lie. Then when you get into, man, I ain't even see that, man. I had to forgot, man. Free liars. Free liars. Or people who just lie on their neighbors, on someone, gossiping, lying, taking it further than it needed to go, lying, being fire for gasoline. That's why your prayers are not being answered. Are you a vibe killer? Are you? You know what a vibe killer is? Everybody having joy, having a great day, and then you come with your ignorant, I say ignorant self. And because you unhappy, you kill everyone vibe around you. Good morning. Who said it was a good morning? I ain't gonna tell you good morning. Bless. That's it. Vibe killers. Take the joy from someone else because they're unhappy. I remember back in the days, most men were vibe killers. They used to just walk in the house to slap a woman, beat the kids. Cops called, cops tell them to go and walk it off. Then they come back and do the same thing. But now you're too scared to call the cops. I remember I had a cousin felt that a man didn't love her if he didn't beat her. If he didn't beat her. And one day, I was one of those kids, I'm gonna let you know I see what I see. I let you know that. I was always that as a kid. I just got slapped in my mouth plenty of times because of the kid that I was. But she allowed this man to beat her so many times till he turned around and hit her in the face with a horseshoe and broke her whole face. Broke her whole face. A vibe killer. Destroyed the structure. A vibe killer. And me, that kid, that was the first time I seen a mouth wired shut. I had to be about 9. Like, Cousin Barbara, what's wrong with your mouth? Mama said, go sit your blood. I heard that a lot too. Go sit your, yeah. But not to get off the subject, a vibe killer. A vibe killer. A come in and just destroy the happiness of a household. The happiness of a family. Women who go out there are home wreckers. Those are called vibe killers. Home wreckers are vibe killers. Because you have no business in the house with that man, with that woman, husband. You're a vibe killer. And that's why your prayers are not being answered. Let's continue, family. Are you an idol worshiper? Do you pray and you have a vision of God, of Yah, or a vision of what you, or Yahushua? You have visions of how they look, and that's what you're praying to. Those are also idol worshiping. Because you're not praying to Yah, for no man have ever seen Yah. So what vision are you praying to? Huh, family? Because that vision that you're praying to is not answering your prayers. Because it's not alive. It's your imagination. Me, when I pray to Yah, I just think about the goodness he have done in my life. All the good things. And the tests he put me through. The whoopings he gave me. That's what makes you cry while you're praying. Because that's when you're praying in spirit and in truth. Are you keeping the Sabbath day holy? Because that can get your prayers not answered, family. And these are the ways, the reasons why a lot of you prayers have not been answered. Have not been answered because of these sins. Because of sin, period. Y'all don't hear you. And remember, sin is premeditated. You have to think about it before you do it. Like y'all said, it's some sins that are not going to lead you to death. Some sins is putting you right into the lake of fire. John. Let's go to John chapter 14, verse 15 through 24. If you love me, if you love me, if you love me, keep my commandments. He who has my commandments and keeps them, it is he who loves me. This is how your prayers get answered. If anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and he will come to him and make our home with him. He will dwell inside. He will dwell inside. He will dwell inside. Do not grieve the Holy Spirit. You will not be forgiven in this world and the world to come. But if you are following the commandments, he will dwell inside. Last but not least, family, I need you to hear this and hear this very well. I need you to understand this and understand it very well. 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of Yah, that we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous. For his commandments are not grievous. Let's do that again. 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of Yah, that we keep his commandments. The love of Yah, to keep his commandments. Because he want to do things for you. This is the love of Yah. You keep my commandments, I will give you what you need. I will take care of what you want. That's the love of Yah. He wants you to keep his commandments so he can do what you need done. That's the love of Yah. But like he said in John 14, verse 15, if you love me, keep my commandments. 1 John 5, 3. For this is the love of God, of Yah, that we keep his commandments so he can protect you, so he can shield you. That's the love of the Father. And his commandments are not grievous. sin should be grievous to you right now when you come into this truth. That's what should be grievous right now. It's sin, not righteousness. Family, family, family. It's 11:59. Wake up, Jacob. Wake up, Jacob. Wake up, Jacob. Time is at hand. Time is at hand. It's 11:59. And you still doing 10:30 stuff. He's coming like a thief in the night, family. He's coming like a thief in the night, family. And it says in the blinking of an eye. Blinking of an eye. Things will be changed. What will you be doing when that sky crack? What will you be doing when Yahushua come? What will you be doing when he is sent by the Father? Take heed to what I'm saying, family. Time is short. Stop trying to please man. Like I told you, you ain't gonna see none of these people anymore. Once you leave this earth, you're not gonna know who they are. Okay? If you're going to the righteous place, and that's the kingdom. Don't care about other people. You're the only one going to that judgment seat. But these are the reasons you need to stop praying if you're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments. These are the reason your prayers are not being answered. So stop praying and get your house in order. And then you come to Yah in spirit and in truth. I pray I said something this week, family. I love you, Israel. I love you, Jacob. I love you, Judah. I love you. I love you, Jacob. I love you, Jacob. I love you. I pray that you take heed to what I'm saying to you. Time is short. Time is short. There's going to be someone that hears me. Might not make it to the end of this week. Maybe not the end of this day. It could be me. Get yourself in order. Get yourself in order. Because whatever you doing, when that sky crack, you might as well continue doing it. You might as well continue doing it. If you about to bust that nut, go on and bust it. Because you're going to hell right after it. If you're stealing, if you're lying, if you're fighting, if you're abusing them kids, this guy crack, you might as well go on and hang it up. Continue to do it, because it's done for you. Like I say, family, I love you. I pray that you take care of one another. Give alms. Give alms. Alms don't always have to be money. Give a person a sandwich or something. Buy them a soda. But don't give them nothing that you are not supposed to eat. I used to love pork grind. Pork grinds. But if another person asks me to buy them for them, I won't buy it. Don't help putting poison in another person. Love thy brethren. Love thy brethren. Love thy brethren and thy sister. Till next time, family, we meet again. Shalom. To all temptations of the world that you guide me through. Could depend on no one but you. You're my Elohim. Thank you. And I'm very grateful.
Thank you, Father.
I wanted to be like all the older folks. Did what I wanted, had no rules, but rules what made me whole. Give me nourish strength to my soul. Teach a child to straight and narrow. They think twice about the American pie. And keep their eyes on the Most High. And truly believe this all been written before Adam and Eve. Don't be deceived, nothing that we do is ever hidden. It's always watchers all the time, rob the light from the blind. Feel like I've been here before. That I'm walking back and forth through revolving doors. Y'all, thank you for our ancestors on them whores. Lived in castles, then they labeled as kings and queens.
You the Most High, you set up all things.
Drinking milk because we really don't understand. Like a father, you got us with your mighty hand. Like a father, you feed us with your mighty hand. Our minds at a small level cause we only dust. Sometimes I wonder what your interest is in us. It's written we created in your own image. I find it so hard for me to stop sinning. I wanna walk the straight and narrow path. Every time I make a plan, you just only laugh. I know it's written before foundation. Esau is the end and Jacob is the head of all nations.
Grateful for your Lord way. Grateful for the Sabbath day. Grateful for the Son that He came and knew. Grateful for the Father, all things He is. For everything a reason, everything in His own season. Wake up in the morning, lay your head on at night. Riding on the freeway, reminiscing on your life. Gotta give Him all praise, all praise, all praise, all praise. If it couldn't be better or it ain't going right, all praise to the Most High. I'm always thankful. My Lord, I believe Him, always there for me and everything that I've been through. Everywhere I go, everything I do, watching over us in the world so close.
Our minds at a small level cause we only dust. Sometimes I wonder what your interest is in us. It's written we created in your own image. I find it so hard for me to stop sinning. I wanna walk the straight and narrow path. Every time I make a plan, you just only laugh. I know it's written before foundation. Esau is the end and Jacob is the head of all nations.
So family, I am coming here to you to tell you, get refocused on keeping the commandments. Get refocused of diverting all of your attention to the book, looking down, reading it, and applying it to your life. Stop worrying about this white man science. This white man, he's gonna send you some results back and tell you that you Esau and make you give up all hope. I'm telling you, stop being stupid. You know who you are. You are a God on earth. Stop giving them our information. Read the information that the Most High gave us, which is in the Bible. And for everything that is in the Bible that the Father told us to do with these commandments, apply it to your life and keep it moving. And with that being said, family, I thank y'all so much. I love y'all.
Wake up! What? Wake up!
Wake up. Come on. Wake up.
Wake up!